Hello. Now building over there is an abandoned Hawaiian Time in Beaverton, Oregon. So let's go for it. Share it again. The signs are still up. Not surprised. You can see the movie plants are going quite large. And that's too bad. And there's a notice in the window. Yep, they have shut down for good after 15 years of operation. See what the inside looks like. Oh wow, there's still some things left behind. And got a couple lights on too. By the way, you guys originally a Burger King back in the day. I want to say they opened between the late 70s and early 80s. Then they went out of business in either 2008 or 2009, according to Google Maps. They still had a blue roof design at the time, and most other locations in the Portland area still have it. The big patio with overgrown plants I showed you earlier used to have a play place that definitely belonged to Burger King. When there was a previous tenant, they got rid of the play place just before they closed down. Not sure why. The Burger King sat vacant for probably 1 or 2 years before Hawaiian Time took over the building in late 2010. There isn't much information online about why this whole Burger King closed a long time ago. I'm going to assume it closed because there's another Burger King on Southwest Canyon Road that's only a few minutes away. I'm guessing that location was doing better than this one, but I'm not sure whether they were losing money or if the lease expired. Either way, it wouldn't make a difference. Notice how the interior looks a lot different from the previous Burger King. It has much more of an island style vibe related to Hawaiian themes. I can see they removed the ceiling tiles and left the ceiling exposed. The old Burger King had ceiling tiles back in the early days. Maybe there's some remnants left behind. We gotta find out. Anyway, I've been knowing about this particular Hawaiian Time for several years. I always thought it was interesting how they reused the building while still making it resemble the old Burger King. I love seeing new businesses reuse existing buildings while making some modifications to the exterior and exterior. They're so fascinating. Years before the Hawaiian Time closed its doors, there have been talks that In-N-Out Burger wanted to take over the property by demolishing the building. I'm guessing that could have been one of the reasons Hawaiian Time went out of business, especially with In-N-Out potentially moving in. There is an In-N-Out close to me in Kaiser. I like that place, but it gets busy most of the time. By the way, you can see the remnants of the old Burger King gray interior doors. I do remember seeing those exact gray doors at a location in my hometown back in 2011 when my cousin took me there. The old Burger King bathroom signs are definitely the original ones. I'm not really a fast food person, and I haven't been inside a Burger King in a while. The visual paper looks so nice and beautiful. Speaking of Hawaii, I actually went there once back in early 2020, a month before the pandemic started. Specifically, I went to Honolulu. It was my first time visiting the island, and I miss Hawaii. Anyway, since the Hawaiian restaurant is out of business, why haven't they cleared everything out inside? I wish that was the case. Also, I remember seeing this place being listed available on the commercial real estate website years ago. We're in the back building. Those doors must have led to the kitchen. I doubt they're unlocked. I thought so. Check this one out. There are Hawaiian flowers in the exterior brick wall. Same thing over here. We're gonna check the drive-thru window. Here it is. You can sort of see the kitchen. There's a fan inside. It makes me wonder if the AC wasn't working properly before they shut down for good. That would have been a big problem. Also, I read someone's review on Google saying that the water heater system was broken. I don't know if there are structural issues with the building, but I wouldn't be surprised. This is just a pretty old building, like I mentioned earlier about the old Burger King that opened several decades ago. There are a few negative reviews about this place that I want to share. A customer left a complaint after he visited his restaurant near closing time. Only one other guest was inside, and it was about 30 minutes before closing. The customer planned to go inside that are using the drive-thru due to past issue with missing sauce. The customer also wanted to park briefly in a shady area to keep the two puppies safe in the car while ordering food. A staff member approached and signaled that the parking lot could not be used, stating it could block the view of a single table inside the restaurant. There were no visible no parking signs in the area. The customer felt the request was unnecessary given how empty the lot was and chose to leave without ordering. The experience left a negative impression and the customer took business elsewhere. Honestly, that person had every right to keep those puppies safe in the shady during hot weather. Here goes another negative review I want to share. A lady shared a negative experience at the drive-thru involving a staff member with an eyebrow piercing. While waiting to order, a child in the car began crying. According to the account, the employee made a bad comment comparing the child's crying to nails on a chalkboard. The remark was taken as rude and unprofessional by the lady. This interaction stood out as especially disappointing because previous visits to this location have been positive with no issues. After this experience, the lady decided not to return to this restaurant. Unfortunately, a bad survey happens in every business. Here's the last shot. And that'll be it. That's going to wrap for the video. Make sure to like, comment, and share the information. And until next time, see you on the other side.